Welcome back to the channel, where history meets hidden wealth. Today's video is all about one of the most iconic and surprising coins ever produced in the United States, the Lincoln Wheat Penny. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin, something many people have held in their hands without a second thought. But certain wheat pennies are anything but ordinary. Some rare examples, struck under unique circumstances and preserved in specific conditions, have sold for astonishing amounts at major auctions, reaching tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. In this video, we will explore the most valuable top 5 United States wheat penny 1-cent coins, examining different mint marks and conditions, and uncovering why collectors are willing to pay big money for these tiny pieces of copper history. So let's get started. First up, the 1559 Lincoln Penny in brown condition. You may have heard rumors about this humble copper coin turning up big money at auctions, and that's exactly what we'll explore: its history, what makes it special, why collectors seek it, how much value it can bring in dollars, and how you can approach collecting coins like this. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious, this story has something fascinating for everyone. The 1559 Lincoln Penny marked a major transition in U.S. coinage history. It was the first year the U.S. Mint replaced the classic wheat ears reverse, used from 1559 to 1559, with the Lincoln Memorial design on the back, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln that would remain on the 1-cent coin for decades. The Denver Mint produced a huge number of 1559 pennies, with over 80 billion struck bearing the D Mint mark, meaning most of these coins are very common in circulation today. The coin's standard design features President Lincoln on the obverse, facing right, with the date and Denver Mint mark just below. On the reverse is the Lincoln Memorial, an elegant depiction symbolizing unity and remembrance. While most of these coins were intended for everyday use as mere cents, a tiny percentage would capture the attention of collectors for reasons beyond face value. At first glance, a 1559 penny in brown condition looks like countless other Lincoln cents from pocket change, a warm chestnut copper tone instead of the original red or red-brown hue. This brown coloration comes from natural aging and oxidation over decades of circulation. Brown coins are often less prized than red ones because the original mint luster has faded, but in rare cases, brown examples can still be remarkable, especially if they have unusual characteristics or exceptional eye appeal. The Denver Mint Mark D under the date distinguishes this penny from its Philadelphia counterpart. Although the standard 1559 memorial design is common, collectors pay attention to details such as strike quality, surface preservation, and patina. In extremely rare instances, a true oddity, a coin with a wheat reverse on a 1559 has emerged. This impossible pairing is known in numismatic circles as a mule error, because the dies used to strike different coin designs were mistakenly paired. One confirmed example of this error has been documented and valued at around $59,000 at auction due to its uniqueness. Ordinary circulated brown 1559 pennies are extremely common due to their massive mintage. Most are worth just a few cents or their copper melt value. However, the collector market places high demand on specimens that are either in uncirculated condition or possess something unusual like rare die varieties or errors. Even within uncirculated coins, color and grade matter a lot. Coins with original red luster command higher prices, while brown or red-brown coins typically sell for lower premiums. What truly drives excitement is scarcity. If a collector were to find an authenticated 1559 mule with a wheat reverse, that coin's rarity would make it a unicorn in the hobby, leading to intense competition among numismatists and dealers. Even graded high-grade uncirculated examples of the regular design can attract strong bidding at auctions among typeset collectors who want pristine pieces representing each year and mint. So how much is a 1559 penny worth today in real dollars? 4 typical brown examples in circulated condition. Values are modest, often close to their face value or just above, perhaps a $405,000 depending on condition. In uncirculated grades, values can rise. Examples graded MS-63 through MS-65 may sell for several dollars to tens of dollars. Auction records show that more dramatic outcomes are possible, especially for extraordinary coins. According to historical auction data, a brown 1559 penny in high uncirculated grade once sold for over $45,000 at a major auction house, a standout sale that shows the upper limits of what rare condition or rare variety coins can bring when collectors recognize their significance. Meanwhile, typical certified examples listed on sites like PCGS and NGC regularly sell for modest amounts in the single-digit to low double-digit range, especially for red-brown or brown grades. If you're thinking about collecting 1559 pennies or other Lincoln cents, here are some tips to help guide you. First, Understand grading the coin's condition dramatically affects value, with professional grading services like PCGS and NGC providing objective assessments collectors trust. Hold coins by the edges, and avoid cleaning them, as improper cleaning can significantly reduce value. Second, educate yourself on die varieties and errors. Rare varieties can be worth far more than standard strikes. Always verify unusual finds with multiple expert opinions before assuming rarity. Building a collection around a specific year, mint mark, or typeset can be rewarding. Keep records of purchases and sales, and pay attention to auction results and price guides to stay current on market trends. Networking with other collectors also helps you learn what features and grades are most desirable. The Lincoln penny in brown condition may start as a humble piece of pocket change, but beneath its copper surface lies a world rich with history, collector passion, and real value in the dollars it can fetch, especially for the rarest, most remarkable examples. From its place in U.S. coinage history as a first-year design to its potential for surprising auction results, this coin reminds us that even the smallest piece of metal can hold big stories and big surprises. Whether you're hunting through change or building a serious collection, the Denver 1959 1-cent piece is a fascinating coin worth knowing about.
Next up, the Lincoln 4-cent wheat penny with a mint mark, especially those found in a rusty condition but still commanding exceptional attention in the collector market. These coins represent a unique chapter in American monetary history, blending wartime necessity with numismatic rarity that continues to captivate collectors around the world. Whether you're a seasoned coin enthusiast or a curious newcomer, this video will give you a detailed look at why the Lincoln 4-cent wheat penny is so sought after and how its condition affects its value in dollars at auction. To understand the significance of the Lincoln 4-cent wheat penny, we need to step back and look at the historical context in which it was produced. During World War II, copper was essential for the war effort, particularly for ammunition and equipment. To conserve copper, the United States Mint made a strategic decision in 1943 to produce pennies using a different composition. Instead of the traditional copper alloy, the wheat penny of that year was struck on zinc-coated steel planchets. The steel gave the coin a silver-gray appearance, quite distinct from previous red or brown copper cents. The Philadelphia Mint, the P-Mint mark location, produced millions of these Lincoln 4-cent steel cents, making them a common find in circulation in the decades that followed. However, it's the scarcity of certain surviving examples, especially those with unusual conditions or errors, that make this issue of profound interest to collectors today. The Lincoln 4-cent wheat penny stands out not only for its material composition, but also for its design and physical characteristics. Unlike earlier wheat pennies composed primarily of copper, these 1,943 issues are made of zinc-coated steel, which makes them magnetic and susceptible to rust. The coin's obverse features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln, as designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the iconic wheat ears that give the series its name. Over time, exposure to moisture and handling can cause oxidation on the steel surface, resulting in a rusty patina that collectors today often encounter. While rusty might sound negative, it gives each coin a unique character and tells a story about how it survived decades in circulation or storage. Despite this weathered appearance, or sometimes because of it, these coins can still hold significant value, especially when authenticated and graded properly. The interplay between the coin's wartime composition, its visual uniqueness, and its historical narrative all contribute to the enduring fascination with the Lincoln 4-cent wheat penny. At first glance, the Lincoln 4-cent steel cent might appear common due to the large number originally minted. However, its actual scarcity in high-grade condition, and especially certain varieties and eye-appealing examples, drives collector demand far beyond what one might expect. Many 1943 steel cents were discarded, corroded, or damaged over the decades. Steel rusts readily when exposed to moisture, and countless pieces were lost or degraded in circulation. As a result, well-preserved coins are considerably less common than survivors from the copper cent series. Collectors are especially interested in pieces with minimal rust, bold strike details, and strong visual appeal. The presence of the P-Mint mark, indicating production at the Philadelphia Mint, adds another layer of collectability, as certain mint mark varieties or die combinations can be more desirable. Over the years, rare examples of this coin in exceptional condition have fetched impressive prices at auctions, drawing competitive bidding from collectors and investors alike. This high demand reflects not only the coin's historical significance but also how scarcity combined with condition and collector interest can elevate a seemingly humble penny into a prized numismatic treasure. When we talk about the current market value of the Lincoln 4-cent wheat penny, especially in rusty conditions, it's important to recognize a wide range of prices depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. Common, heavily rusted examples that show significant wear and corrosion often trade for modest sums, serving more as historical pieces than high-value investments. Prices for such coins in everyday condition can range from a few dollars to perhaps tens of dollars in most dealer inventories or online sales. However, the story changes dramatically when we look at better preserved examples or those certified by respected grading services. Coins that exhibit pleasing toning, remnants of original luster, or minimal rust can draw significantly higher bids. In fact, auction houses have documented instances where rare, high-grade 1.4cent steel cents with attractive eye appeal have sold for $609,000 in competitive bidding environments. These high values reflect not just the intrinsic metal content, which is minimal for zinc-coated steel, but the numismatic premium assigned by collectors who prize rarity, preservation, and historical context. If you're thinking about adding a 1.4cent wheat penny to your collection or evaluating one you already own, it's wise to keep a few key tips in mind. First, take the time to properly clean and handle the coin, or better yet, consult a professional before attempting any cleaning, as improper methods can significantly reduce value. Rust on a steel penny can be tricky. While some patina and toning can enhance the coin's character, deep pitting and corrosion may detract from its grade and desirability. Second, consider having your coin professionally authenticated and graded by a trusted third-party grading service. A certified grade can provide collectors and potential buyers with confidence in the coin's condition, which often translates into stronger auction results. Third, study recent auction records and price guides to understand current market pricing trends. Values can fluctuate based on collector interest, economic factors, and the overall numismatic climate, so staying informed helps you make smarter buying or selling decisions. Finally, remember that coins like the 1.4cent wheat penny are as much about history as they are about monetary value. Each piece tells a story of a nation at war and the everyday circulation that brought it through generations. The 1.4cent wheat penny with a mint mark is a remarkable example of how a seemingly small and ordinary coin can become a treasured numismatic artifact. Born out of wartime necessity and composed of unconventional materials, this steel cent has endured decades of circulation and corrosion to become a piece that captures the imagination of collectors around the world. While rusty examples may not always command astronomical prices, their rarity, historical significance, and the stories they carry ensure they remain highly desirable. Whether you're an experienced collector seeking prized auction pieces or a newcomer captivated by coin history, the 1.4cent wheat penny offers a fascinating journey into the world of rare coins and the ever-evolving market that values them. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into the fascinating world of rare coins.